All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and double honors to the apostles of the Greatmillstone, and salutations to the Yakim out there that's exhorting Yahawah continually and in diligence, and most importantly, out of the sincerity of your hearts. And shalom to those that are learning and growing thereby and heeding to this ministry which we publish. And I just want to speak on something that Elon Musk has in mind of doing, is sending his rockets all the way to Mars. And he goes as far as to say in this article, Elon Musk remains focused on his vision for the company, establishing a permanent human presence on Mars with its Starship rockets carrying people to and fro the red planet. And we don't want to be one of those single planet species. We want to be a multi-planeted species. Excuse me. Let me read this again. We want to be a multi-planet species, Musk said on Friday, speaking after the company launched its Crew 2 mission to orbit. So he has in mind, because he actually believes in the technological power that they already have already, to where they can actually go to different planets. But the first planet they want to see if they could go to is Mars. But even with the recent technology that they have, they couldn't even make it to the moon. And if they couldn't make it to the moon, they damn sure ain't going to be able to go to Mars. Okay? And, this is just Elon Musk speaking out of a sense of pride and trusting in their level of technology. Because, see, I'm going to just say this, right? Now, in the book of John, the 14th chapter, Yahawah said that there's many mansions in his Father's house. And the many mansions is referring to the multiple of different planets on the earth. When you read it with understanding through the parable, because, when you read the book of Matthew, Luke, John, you'll find that out. But what I want to focus on is the point of saying that the only way that they can make it to the moon and do all of these different galaxies, they would have to have access to immortality. That's the only way they can do it. In other words, they're going to have to receive some kind of spiritual godlike power to be able to go to these different areas and out of space in these different planets. Excuse me. That's the only way. And according to the book of John, I believe it's the 20th chapter, Yahawah said that he is the way, the truth, and the life, which we can include the whole idea of immortality, which is what Paul spoke about. All of those things are only going to be given to the saints. In other words, the children of Israel. And what that really entails is that we're going to have spiritual power, so we can be able to access these different planets. But this is just Esau brainstorming on the idea that they could actually make this happen, but they don't have the power to do this. Okay, that's gonna have to take immortality for them to actually do this, because see, these Edomites, they're just mere mortals, and you can't be doing something that's required to be immortal and be immortal. It can't work. The only way that can work is that they would have to be immortals to carry out immortality-like experiences. They can't do it with their mere mortal selves. Okay, and they'll never be able to do it, period, because the Heavenly Father already sanctioned in the scriptures for the saints. All right. But, as I entitled the video, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. They actually believe through pride that they can go above and beyond. And they can one day get to the level of being gods on the face of the earth. But no, that's not what's written in the scriptures. That's for the Israelites, the saints only. So let's start and begin by reading Luke 14, verse 7. And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he mocked. And this is the parable of the guests. See, it says it right there. And as you can see right now, nowadays with the blue letter, they got the headlines as well. So let's go into it. It says, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he marked how they chose out of the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee and him come, and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher, and then shalt thou have worship in thy presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself, this is the point, shall be exalted. And speaking of the high seat, Esau wants the seat of the Creator. You know, he envisions kicking the Most High out of his seat and taking over his seat. This is what these Edomites believe. They actually believe that they can create or recreate that which has already been created, and they can call themselves the gods of this earth. And I was reading an article about Jeff Bezos, right? And the article involved him pondering upon the idea of everlasting life. So these tech guys, these gigantic tech individuals, they envision that one day through their technology, they can get access to God-like power overall, because, this man here, he wants to allow people to journey on different planets with his SpaceX business program. And as well as Jeff Bezos, these guys, they actually believe that money can just buy everything. Money can buy their way to tap into immortality, but money can't buy that. The only people that's going to get access to the immortality side of things is the elect of the nation of Israel. And I just want to read something else dealing with the pride. And I mean, that's a video for another moment in time. I can actually do a video on immortality. Esau, he can only but dream right now to get what we're going to get without having to even work too hard for it. We're just going to just have it right there and there. There's going to come a time in a place where the Lord is going to heal us from these bodies, and we're going to tap into that spiritual power, and we're going to be able to do what Esau can only but dream of doing. So let's read this. This is Jeremiah, I'll get to the point, 49 verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, and I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. So when Esau propels their rockets into space and set up their space stations up there, that's symbolizing, or that's representing their level of pride. So they have a lofty view of themselves. They have lofty goals for the future. And all of that which involves their lofty attitude is what's going to bring them to nothingness, bring them low. Okay? So let me read this again. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hill. And as they do, because they're on top right now, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, and I will bring thee down from thence, save the Lord. And guess what? Even though I said that they're in power right now, but who put them in power? Doesn't it say in the book of Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked? So the Lord allowed this man to have possession over the earth. So therefore, in due time, the Lord will take that back, which is what he gave. As it also says in the scriptures, that the Lord giveth and taketh away. All right. So the Lord is going to take power from Esau, the little power that the Lord has given him for a particular point in time, and then he's going to give it into the hands of his saints, and they're going to be in power forever. And when the Lord gives us power, we're going to receive power on top of power. So we're going to be able to do the unthinkable that Esau can only but dream of doing. Jeremiah 49 verse 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. And as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, and neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. So the loftiness of Esau is what's going to bring him down. Because Esau isn't just lofty. Esau is lofty to the highest degree. So therefore, his destruction is going to be the same. So there you go. So I just wanted to do this video, make it brief. I could have made it a lengthy video, but I don't want to make it too lengthy. I just want to make the point and be done with it. And like I was quoting the scripture in the book of John, I believe it's in the book of John 14, where Yahawah said that that there's many mansions in my Father's house. The only people that's going to get access to those mansions in heaven, those different planets, is only us. And as I quoted also, I think it's in the book of John, the 20th chapter, if I'm correct. And I'm going to quote Yahawah again. Yahawah said that he is the way, the truth, and the life. So anything that involves the life that we're looking for, we got to get it through Yahawah. And what is the thing that Yahawah is going to give unto us? What is the thing that is spoken of in the scriptures as well, which is most important? Everlasting life. And that's a video right there in itself I could also do as well, Lord willing anyway. But that's all I want to say. I just want to give all of the praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Towards. And hopefully, you saw that this video was quite interesting to you. So with that, I say shalom.